Hey everyone and welcome. This is Uncharted Collection, Drake's Deception, Brutal Difficulty Walkthrough. This is Chapter 5, London Underground. And this is the real deal. This is the first chapter that we're going to be having a lot of combat scenarios. And we're going to have a huge combat with a lot of enemies. And you're going to see me use a strategy that's really funny because I'm just gonna get rushed by a lot of enemies. I'm just gonna stay in cover and I'm going to almost kill them all in one part. And then I'm going to start using the wall cover, which you're going to see a lot in this walkthrough, like a lot, because as I mentioned before, the blind firing mechanic doesn't work anymore. It's just not consistent. You cannot really use it. So you're going to see me use a lot more wall cover and a lot more strategies than just like blind firing yourself to the wind, right? But you should totally do that in Uncharted 1 and 2 because the blind fire is really accurate, strangely accurate I would say. So you should really totally use it. I mean, use everything that you can find. I mean, not only these strategies on my walkthrough, check out Big Benedict's walkthroughs because he's going to do Uncharted 2 when he finishes Uncharted 1 and he's going to do Uncharted 3. I'm almost certain that he will, so check out his channel, check out his walkthroughs because he will definitely have different walkthroughs than mine and mostly better walkthroughs as well. I mean better strategies. Did I say walkthrough twice? Okay, I meant better strategies. So I left the exploration and puzzle-like environments in. As I said, I really like this game, so I'm going to start leaving a little more about it, as this is the game that we say goodbye to this collection, if we beat it, of course. So in this part you're going to be facing an enemy. No, wait, this is not... Okay, I'm falling all over the place. Of course, you cannot drop yourself from this height because Nate will just kill himself. So am I going to make this jump? Let's see. Yep. Oh, there we go. So now we are going to be approached by an enemy, and you can actually shoot them, but it's far more dangerous than not doing so. If you don't shoot them, just go over here and wait for a few seconds, and Cutter and Sully will kill the enemies, so you don't have to enter a firefight with them. So this is kind of like a skip, but not really. So continue towards here. We're gonna be jumping into some chandeliers, and we're going to be entering the combat. I will talk about the combat when we get to it. So I come across some hard chapters in this walkthrough, and I'm going to talk lightly about them since we are just beginning this, but I'm far ahead in the walkthrough, of course. The chapter when you are on the pirate boat and you have to actually the chapter is called Abducted. What is this chapter, like 14 or 15? I don't really remember. No, it's earlier than that. No, it's way earlier than that. So what I don't know. I don't remember. But that chapter is really difficult. It's really difficult. Like, you're going to need, if you're not a brutal difficulty enthusiast and you want to get help from walkthroughs, there's where you're going to first need it. Because this game is actually not that bad. I remember saying in the previous chapter, I think, or the other one, that I thought Uncharted 3 was harder than Uncharted 2, and not really, because I just misremembered a lot of chapters. You have to take into account that I've been playing the collection, like I played the first one, I ended the recording, then I started the second one, I ended the recording, and then I started the third one. So all the chapters of all the 3 chapters get kind of mixed up in my head, and sometimes I don't know what the fuck am I talking about. So no, I don't. I just wanted to say that Uncharted 3, I think, is the least difficult of all the Uncharted, on brutal, of course. And I just find a lot of deaths, and I mean a lot. In chapter, yeah, I don't remember the chapter with the pirates, but the pirates, the whole scene with the pirates and the boat, the part when you are at the casino, or not the casino, like the ballroom inside the boat, is really fucked up. Like that's really fucked up, and I know that I'm going to have trouble in the desert in the chapter when you are in the desert, exploring the like abandoned village. Like that's going to be a problem, because I had a problem there in crushing. So how the fuck will I not have a problem in brutal? Like there is a part, I was commenting this with Benedict the other day on Twitter. There is a part when you have to it's the first part of that chapter of the abandoned village one in the desert, when you have no gun and you have to get a gun. And watch this.
They're here. Take cover.
There we go. So this is the first checkpoint that you're going to die a lot of times until you get it. Because see, they put you hanging here and you have no cover. So it's just a matter of luck and aiming, of course, but mostly luck. So this is one of the luck checkpoints, but it's not really that bad. There are a lot of bad checkpoints in this game, guys, and I'm going to rant about them when we get to them, because there's just no need to talk about the checkpoints. We all know Uncharted 1 had a lot of bad checkpoints. I think Uncharted 2 had the worst checkpoint in the collection, which is the part on the train. It's just fucking ludicrous. It's fucking incredibly ludicrous. But I think Uncharted 3 has a lot of bad checkpoints. Actually, it has a lot of bad checkpoints. It doesn't have like a horrible fucking checkpoint like Uncharted 2. But Jesus Christ! And here you're going to see me do this fight again. And see, I'm really using wall cover, and I will say always look, as I mentioned in the first chapter or the second, always look for cover to use the wall cover mechanic, because the real cover of the game is going to kill you. And using blind fire is not gonna work. The enemies will throw grenades almost instantly. Like, if you are in cover anywhere, they're going to throw a grenade at you, and they're going to do it really fast, actually. So there is a mechanic in this game that I didn't talk about it, but because I didn't use it as much. In fact, you're going to see me only use it once or twice, because it's a mechanic of them throwing a grenade and you like grabbing it from the floor and throwing it back. It's a cool grenade to use in other difficulties. In this difficulty, it's not worth it, because what's going to happen most of the time is that you're going to blow up. You're going to die. Not even grabbing the grenade, because it's actually tricky to. You should just kind of spam triangle while you're walking over the grenade, and you hope that you grab it. It's not a relying mechanic. It's not a mechanic that I will say base your gameplay on it, or each time the enemy throws a grenade, try to grab it back. Not at all. I think get out of the fucking way when they throw a grenade. Get out of there. Like, do not try to grab them, to grab it. And watch this. I'm going to use this spot, and all the enemies are going to rush in this position, at least in this first wave. The enemies are really aggressive. They too tend to rush you if you are too much in cover, but as I said before, they're going to throw grenades. And the majority of the issues that you're going to have with this game are going to be with heavies. There are going to be two types of heavies here. The Uncharted 2 heavies that are just really armored enemies. I want to correct myself. There are three types of heavies here. There are the heavies that have a shotgun, there are the Uncharted 2 heavies, the same type of enemy. There are the I would even say really heavy, like machine gunners that have a machine gun. I think it's a PK something. You're going to only see them in the desert area though, and they are real trouble because they take a long time to get down. And then there are the brutes. I will call them the brutes. I'm sure they have a definition somewhere, but the brutes don't have weapons. They just rush you and start punching you, and it's this new enemy that you have to kill punching that you're going to see a lot of brutes. And you can kill them with a gun, but the thing is, in brutal difficulty, when they rush you and hit you once, you are already put in the almost death scenario, like in all grey and hurt. And if they touch you again, you're dead. And you don't really have time to kill them with a weapon, because they just rush you and they take a lot of gunfire. But don't worry about it, because the brutes are mostly enemies that the game throws you when you have to battle them. Sorry, when you have to battle them with your fists. The game is not going to really throw enemies with guns and then the brute. There is one exception actually, that the game throws one enemy and the brute. You have to really kill the enemy really fast, then punch the brute to death. But once again, I died so much to fucking grenades in this game. Not so much in Uncharted 1 or Uncharted 2, but in here I die so much with fucking grenades. And it's because they have even better aim than in Uncharted 2. Remember what I said, that they have like godlike aim and they always drop grenades at your feet in Uncharted 2? Well, this is worse because you have less time to get out of the way. They don't cook the grenades, so to speak. I don't think they cook it, and they just throw it, but you have less time to get away. You had like 1 second. I think there is a 1 full second more in Uncharted 2. And in Uncharted 3, when the grenade lands on your feet, you have to immediately get out of the way. But the problem with that is the same problem in Uncharted 2. When you get out of the way, you're going to be killed. You're going to be shot. And the grenades also have an interesting raised area of damage. It's not really that bad, but it's worse than Uncharted 1. You cannot stand like 1-2 feet from it and survive like you used to do in Uncharted 1 and 2. Here the splash damage of the grenade will kill you. So yeah, the grenades are an issue because they were reworked so you can throw them back, but that doesn't really work. Like, that's not reliable at all. I guess if a grenade lands at your feet and you know you're going to die, just smash the triangle button and praise to God that you are in a position when you can grab it. But because you have to actually stand over it to grab it. If Nathan is like a little to the left or a little to the right, he's not going to grab it and he's going to die, and you're going to look like you're going to feel like an idiot because you just try to grab a live grenade instead of getting out. That is why the feeling of having to escape from the grenades is going to really begin to summarize in your body, and you're never going to want to use that mechanic again. In fact, I don't even use that mechanic. I don't think I ever got it recorded. I used it like once or twice in this walkthrough, but I don't remember if it was a recording that was successful. So I don't know if you're going to see it, but yeah, it's not a thing whatsoever. Oh, and another thing that I should mention, I think that I mentioned this before, but another thing that I should mention, as you see me using wall cover all the fucking time here, did you notice? I'm using all the wall cover that I can, trying to trigger the spawns. And yeah, the other thing that I wanted to mention is that enemies will try to flank you all the time. They are really flankers. They're not gonna stay in cover and do nothing. One thing that you can do is, and this is actually a good strategy, if you are in cover because you have no other choice and you see an enemy readying a grenade, get out of cover just for a quick second, like a quick second, and shoot him anywhere, like shoot any part of his body. That enemy will drop the grenade and will kill himself and other enemies that are around him. I can't tell you how much I did that strategy and how useful it is. Because the enemies are so prone to throw grenades in this game that they weren't in Uncharted 2, because in Uncharted 1 and 2 they throw grenades, yes, but they actually try to flank you first. They try to flank you, they try to, or they stay in cover and constantly shoot you. But in this game, when you are in cover, the enemy automatically will do the grenade throw. They will throw a grenade at you. They like there will be a part in this game when you can't believe how many grenades the enemy has thrown at you, and yeah, you just have to be very aware of the situation. I mean, because here's the thing: if you don't shoot that enemy that is about to throw a grenade at you, and you are in a cover position, and you have to dodge that grenade, because if that grenade is going to land on your feet, don't have second guesses about it. Oh, but this part is really tough. I did it in my first time, as you can see here, but spawn the enemies, go back here. The enemies have the height advantage and they will kill you because they have so much good accuracy, so spawn them, see? I'm trying to spawn them here. Then go back and kill them, like shooting at their feet. This is really tricky if you try to rush the stairs, so don't rush the stairs. So yeah, really hit the enemies when they are about to throw a grenade, because you don't have an idea how fucking useful that is, because it's not going to kill just that dude. If there is enemies around that dude or close to him, they're going to die as well, and that is so useful, so useful. And I realized that is somewhat a thing of luck more than anything else. And I don't mean shooting the enemy, I mean the enemy throwing a grenade, because sometimes they won't throw a grenade, right? But pay a lot of attention. If you see an enemy raiding a grenade, shoot him at the feet, at the stomach, at the chest, whenever you can, whatever you can, sorry, because that's going to help you a lot. And there will be shotgunners in this game. The shotgunners will rush you. They are all rushers. And I not only heavies, like normal guys with shotguns. If you spot a shotgun, of course the shotgun is going to rush you. So kill him first. Prioritize enemies, as I mentioned before. Prioritize the enemies. Prioritize the heavies. The heavies are going to rush you immediately. Prioritize enemies when you see them throwing a grenade, like raiding a grenade to be able to throw it. If you have snipers in the area and you have good cover, don't prioritize the snipers. Kill the snipers last. Kill the enemies that are around the map, because those are the guys that are going to kill you primarily. So yeah, if I remember something else, I'll tell you in the next chapter, guys. This was chapter 5, London Underground. Thank you for watching, and take care.